Fulham this weekend. 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday. Another one. What's that all about?
Yeah.
Bonkers, this.
Yeah, this has been a strange year.
It is. We didn't have one since January this year, and then we got 2 at the same in space of 2 weekends. Absolutely bonkers. How do we think we're going to get on, lads? It's a big game. This we need to have this catalyst behind us now and push on. I think Fulham have got the leakiest defence in the league, so they must be a bit worried about what us coming to playing against them.
Should be an easy game as far as I'm concerned. We're a better team. Fulham are playing into a little bit of form now. That was a brilliant result we got against Leicester. But when you look at it, the players that we rested as well against Porto, who should be playing, you would have thought at the weekend, we should have enough to beat them. I don't think we'll hammer them. I never think that we're going to hammer teams. I'm always surprised when we do. But yeah, I'll go because I've got to leave this call. I'm going to leave you with, and you're going to be surprised here, Tom. Manchester City 3, Fulham 1.
No draw. What?
Dave.
Wow. If you're a new listener to the podcast, the YouTube show, that's groundbreaking right there. Okay.
Is that the first time you've given us a win in your predictions? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, so I apologize. So the reason Tom's now shaking his head is we're going to lose on Saturday, and it's all going to be my fault.
He's jinxed us. We're going to get absolutely spanked. Right, see you later, pal. See you in a bit.
Take care, pal.
So just to carry on from this, we're into a situation where this could genuinely be. So where we 2 wins on the bounce to win this weekend. Do you know what? If the results go for us this weekend, we could be in the top 4.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds like a big thing, but we're only 6 points away from the top, so it's not all doom and gloom. Granted, it's been a bonkers season. We all know that. I'm going to stop using that phrase soon. But I thought we're further away than that. It's not that bad, really, when the grand scheme of things. But we need to win. There's an underlining between this. What's your thoughts, Brian?
I think all games are must win now till Christmas.
Yeah.
Even over the Christmas period, we've got to win them all. We've got to be, at the turn of the year, we've got to be top 4 within a couple of points of that.
Yeah.
That thing, because we're going to get injuries. Other teams will get injuries. You know what I mean? It'll start bouncing out eventually. So you've got to strike now while the opportunity's there. I actually got the draw in midweek, and last week on one of the posts that you did, I actually said 6-0 against Burnley, so I weren't far off.
Oh, what are you thinking? What are you thinking on Friday and Saturday then?
I generally think there's another pasting coming. I'm going to go over another 5-0.
Oh yeah, right. All right.
I think we're in a bit of form. Get these guys a few goals, you know.
You're not worried, are you? You're not worried?
No. Inside, it could be 5-2. You never know. They could be 2-0 at half time. But I think it's time now. We're starting to get players fit. You know, look at John Stones has come back. He looks like a new man.
Yeah.
Mendy's come back and had a cracking game. You know what I mean? These guys are back in the team now and backing around it. A bit of positivity. It's all rubbing off. We've got to stop. Me and you spoke about the other night, Tom. We've got a solid defence now. So I think it could be one of those games where, you know, Sterling's been under a bit of pressure, really. He could easily score 4 at the weekend. You know, Mahrez did it last week. I personally was calling for Mahrez to be dropped last week when he started, and I was like, come on, I just didn't play him. You know, and then obviously he scored an hat-trick, so, you know, this week could be Sterling's turn for that.
What are you thinking, Dan?
I have to sort of completely agree. I do think there'll be another pasting. At the same time, you know me, I tend to be the most confident out of all of us. I can still see a little bit of, was the Burnley result a one-off from the recent games we've been playing? But fingers crossed we can knock on. I think there'll be a definite improvement from midweek. There has to be, because that was the most boring football game I think I've ever seen. We have to score, because if we go 2 games on the trot without scoring, that midweek fixture was the first time in City's Champions League history in the group stage we failed to score a single goal. That is just not good enough. Even for a Pep Guardiola team, it's not good enough. So I think Fulham will be a bit overconfident with their win against Leicester, thinking their season might kick on, and I think City will exploit that and get in behind them. As long as we can keep rattle Mitrovic up a little bit, if we can get him peed off a little bit, I think the attack won't be anything to worry about, and their defence is shocking.
Do you think they'll come to play and give us a game, or do you think they'll just come 2 banks of 4 and sit back?
Scott Parker is one of them that he doesn't respect other teams in the professional manner. He will go out and play the way he wants them to play, no matter what the opposition. I love that about a manager. But Fulham can't sit back and defend, because if they do, they're going to get battered either way. So they might as well try and give City a game. And all the teams that have done in recent years, especially last year, Southampton, they gave us a game and got a goal, and then they sat back and defended really well, and they knew how to play it. Fulham are one of them. If they get a goal, they can't sit back and defend, so they're going to have to keep trying to plug in another. So I think it's going to be a very open game. But at the same time, with that happening, with the leaky defence of theirs, there's a big scoreline for City.
So as we stand at the minute, 9 games played. We're 6 points off top spot. However, we do have a game in hand against Spurs and Liverpool, which is obviously a real bonus. It's a 2:45 kickoff. 2:45 starting on BT1. You were talking about 2:45 the other day, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
It's definitely a 3 o'clock kickoff. It starts on BT at 2:45, just to be absolutely sure of that. I don't do predictions, but do you know what? I'm not even going to go there, because I said the same thing against Porto, Matt. So no, I'm not doing it. I'm not predicting anything. Sod it. No, I'm not doing it. Sorry, lads. I'm not having any of that. Do you think Sergio will play? Do you not think he'll be risked?
No. Jesus will start.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think Jesus, Ferran Torres and Sterling will be... well, actually, I don't know Mahrez, mate, because he didn't play midweek.
I think Mahrez has got to start. I mean,
Yeah.
He's been poor for weeks, scores an hat-trick, and if you drop him, I think...
Knackered.
Yeah.
This is Pep, though, isn't it? This anything could happen.
I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the word again. Mesmerised. I think he's got I think he appreciates Mahrez a bit more than anybody else does. He definitely sees something, and it's definitely something I don't see. I don't see it often. You don't see it enough. I mean, I don't want to go off on a tangent about Mahrez because he gets me a bit wound up, but I don't like to see the ball slow down so much.
No.
What Mahrez does. He's lost it. He doesn't take anybody on him. He'll take somebody on the one-on-one in the box, but for me, he's just not decisive enough when he gets the ball out wide. Everyone knows his game. He gets the ball, slows it down, cuts inside, crosses to the back post. That's Mahrez's game.
Yeah.
Getting running one-on-one with people, he scores hat-tricks. So.
Well, one positive I will say about him, going on the back of what you said then, Brian, he has received, including from myself, so much stick from every City fan at one point so far this season and majority of last season. And I love, we were talking about commitment earlier, me and Tom. I love how he still comes out and sort of plays the same game, but he has tweaked it to become a bit more of a team player. And he's taken all that grief, and he looks like he's channeled it a little bit and become that sort of better player. So I hope he can push on and become that player we expected to sign for the amount of money we paid for him.
Do you think we've had our money's worth out of him?
Not yet, but I know Laney's going to say something because of how much I've dug at him a little bit. I do still think we've yet to see the best of Mahrez at City, and I do think it will come this season. And we're forgetting he is City's top scorer this year. That's relatively unheard of. But then again, we've hardly scored, so...
To answer the question, we don't have money's worth for him. Nowhere near. He's got another couple... No, nowhere near. I don't think. I think there's more to come.
Yeah.
What more can he give? What
consistency.
More?
It's game's changing. I was on about it last weekend. I've seen a lot more of a team player, and if he can adapt that to become more of a team player, if he assists more, he'll get the assist more, he'll find that space. I agree with Tom. There's a lot more to come. A lot more to come.
So we'll see. Right, chaps. Unless you've got anything else to add, I think we'll leave it there. You've given your predictions. I'm not touching that one with a barge pole.
6-1 I'm going for.
6-1. Did you not give us a prediction? 6-1. So we've got 6s, we've got 4s, we've got 3s. Loads of confidence and positivity going into tonight, lads. That's what I love to see. It's Thursday. Got a couple of days till match day. There's plenty to go wrong yet. I'm not saying it. No, I'll take that back. Right, lads. Love you and leave you. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching the Manchester is Blue show. I'm Tom. We've had Brian. We've had Dan. We've had Dave on tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching or you're listening to this on a podcast, go to your podcast provider, give us a 5-star review, and I will love you forever. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Say good night, lads.
Take care, lads. All the best, everyone.